kind of conditions we need to prepare for. So I've got the Weather Channel app on my phone, and I'm checking it on a daily basis all year long.
Hey, Andrew, I know you're an Ole Miss guy, and this happened maybe a year or two before you were born. But as a kicker, I'm wondering if you've studied the wind-blown field goal game in this rivalry. If you've seen the replays of that?
Yes, I've heard about that since I was a little kid. My family's always told me about it, and I've actually seen the footage from it. That was a crazy thing. I do not want that to happen to me.
Where did you see the footage? Where did you YouTube or?
I think it was on YouTube. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I can't really remember exactly, but I've seen it several times.
Have you seen? Have you had elements affect you in a game like that ever?
Sometimes, but nothing that drastic. Whether it be a kickoff, getting pushed down, or drifting to the right a little bit, or drifting to the left. But it's nothing as drastic as that field goal was. We've been fortunate to not have to kick in those kind of conditions where the wind is that strong to push your ball backwards. And it's looking like Thursday night, the wind won't be that way either. But that's for a kicker. Like 30-mile-per-hour winds, that's your worst nightmare. So,
what does the cold do to you as a kicker, though? I mean, the winds might not be there.
The cold, the ball doesn't jump like it usually does when it's warm. It doesn't have as much pop to it, and also, you standing around the sidelines, you tend to tighten up a lot quicker. So for me in this weather, I just have to stay moving, stay on the bike, get in front of the heaters, just keep blood flowing. And, if my phone will do that, I'll be able to kick the ball fine. And really, the wind looks like it's going to be very mild. And so really the wind lowers the temperature a lot. So I can deal with cold weather. But, I'm glad that we're not going to have real high winds.
You were having some success already, but what did the LSU kick do for you?
It was big for me and my confidence, showing me that I can do it in that type of pressure situation. Also, it was big for our team to get that win. So I was fortunate, to be able to make it and get that confidence, and hopefully it'll continue to carry over.
Would a kick against Mississippi State in that same scenario, would it be more nerve-wracking, or?
I don't know if it'd be more nerve-wracking because that was my first time ever to be in that situation. I kind of feel like I got over a hump. But it would 100% be extremely nerve-wracking. It's something also that I've dreamed about since I was little. But, if we're in that situation, that's something I've dreamed about. That's something I'm prepared for. And hopefully it'll go in. But hopefully our offense will be rolling and it won't come down to that. But if it does, I'll be prepared.
I'm curious, when you say you dream about it, you think about it the night before games, that kind of thing. What exactly do you think? I mean, do you think 40-yarder or 45-yarder? I mean, how do you?
You kind of think about it all. Sometimes you catch yourself thinking about the short and easy one going in, but a lot of times I'm laying there, I'm thinking about nailing a 50 to 55-yarder to win the ball game. That's just kickers. That's what we do. I'm sure a quarterback sits there and he thinks about throwing that perfect pass to win the ball game, or running back, breaking that long run to win the game. And as a kicker, you got all kinds of different scenarios. But I think that's good in helping us prepare. They tell us, the coaches always tell us to, the night before the game or leading up to the game, envision yourself being successful on the field. And I think that translates over to when you're on the field, because if you're envisioning messing up and not getting your job done, then that's going to carry over when you're in the game.
Bo says he's seen some, I guess, for lack of a better word, smack talk from those guys on social media. Have you seen any of that?
I've seen a little bit, but I really haven't kept up with it. I don't have Twitter. My only form of social media is Instagram, just because I like looking at pictures. So I try to stay away from that. So I'm not going to say anything to smack talk, but hopefully, we can, do well on the field.
What would it mean to you and this